a UFO almost crashed into my car. So I swerve off the road. Radio goes static and my window starts rolling down. We had no memory of this for 2 weeks. And then on the same day, at the same time, the memory came back. That was an alien and they mind wiped us for 2 weeks. Lizzie, I was living on a ranch where a cult used to live.
Oh, that.
Why the were political, famous, possibly people in the Illuminati at my neighbor's house in a cave?
He points at his fucking crib and he's like, there's a skeleton there. I'm like, what skeleton? There's nothing there. He's like, there's a skeleton like sitting looking at me. Something did happen in that house.
Do you know what happened?
Yes.
That's what he said. Welcome back to Your Friend's Podcast.
Do.
Do you ever feel like you could be in Kids Bop?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I could.
Yeah.
Like as a kid.
I feel like I could sing in Kids Bop, but I can't dance in Kids Bop. I'm a horrible dancer.
Me too. No rhythm. Not one rhythm of bone.
I went to a fucking quinceañera and that's how I figured I have no rhythm. Like, I didn't know what to do. I sort of just like.
That's like the worst place to like.
And Ricky's all jamming out. He's all like, and I'm just like,
you look great.
Yeah, no, it's traumatizing.
We have a very special episode. We're going to be diving into conspiracy theories, aliens, and trauma. And possibly the paranormal, but maybe the only paranormal thing is in my stomach. Our first conspiracy theory I want to talk about, just because it's like, it's not anything big, but do you remember going to Taco Bell as a kid and seeing that, like, it had like this coin flip game in this like glass box?
Dude, the Auburn one had that forever.
You're right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember that glass box having water in it or no water?
No water.
Me too. Phil remembers water?
What?
No way.
Nah, that hell had no water.
Okay, so this is like, I guess it's more of a it's a Mandela effect where half the population remembers there being water and the other half doesn't. They're like, no, there was no water in the Taco Bell coin.
Wait, was there water though, or was there not?
I don't know, because I really want to believe it's like a parallel universe type thing, and like half
everyone's
the population.
Right.
Yeah, no, everyone's right, but I also feel like they might just have it different at different locations.
Yeah,
depending.
I know the one in Auburn did not have any water.
Yeah, the one I grew up in Eureka, dude, no water.
Yeah.
Also, I used to eat like 4 Doritos Locos tacos at once.
Dude, that's fire. Honestly,
that's crazy. If
Taco Bell goes so hard like that. Taco Bell has a special place in my heart of fast food.
I honestly feel like it's the OG. If I'm drunk and I need something, and like if like if I don't have that much money, Taco Bell. It's always Taco Bell. I always go back.
I've gotten my order down to like $6.94.
That's amazing. See,
right?
That's amazing.
Right? Budget queen.
The Stanley Cup women of TikTok, they all did that for their Starbucks orders. Because, you know, like a Starbucks drink is like $10. But then they got their... Yo! Okay, wait. This is a perfect segue. See, this is so perfect. I didn't even know she had that. I didn't even know you had that. But have you heard the conspiracy about Stanley Cups?
And that there's lead in the bottom of them?
Yes, but... Did you see on Facebook or on TikTok, a woman claimed that her car blew up inside, right? Like there was a fire.
Oh, yeah. And her Stanley, like, lived?
Yes.
To tell the tale.
Yes.
And her car got reimbursed.
Has been viewed 60 million times. The woman's car inside is completely destroyed, but her Stanley survived without a scratch. It still even had ice in it.
Guess what? Oh, don't sue me, Stanley. This is all alleged. Allegedly, that was all for publicity because people tried it out and like blew up a car and like set the Stanley Cup on fire and it melted.
No, I saw that. And I was like, this kind of doesn't feel real because like, why? It's plastic. It's plastic. It should have like, because you know the flames move. Especially if it's like in a car, the flames are gonna move, and there's no way that the front is completely fucked up and her cup holder's like fine.
Yep. Exactly. Like, it makes no sense.
Yeah.
Like, there's a conspiracy here.
I'm becoming a detective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lizzie the detective on the move. I'm really into singing today.
I'm down for it. It's because they play a lot of music, so it's like you're jamming out constantly.
Absolutely.
That's why.
I worked an 8-hour shift today, and I was white girl. No, not even white girl hungover. I was like 40-year-old old lady hungover.
Like needed to go home and take some
Yeah.
Advil.
Yeah. I got up this morning and I was like, is this job even worth it? Like, should I just quit? And Jordan's like, you have to make money. You don't have money. Like, you have to go. Like, you can't just be a housewife. I know you want to, but you got to go work.
I want that housewife life.
One day it'll happen for us. Or we'll be millionaires ourselves from the podcast, and then we can do whatever we want. And we could also
lake
help.
House.
Yes,
With a boat.
yes, thank you.
I want to be that housewife that has a boat that goes
Yes.
on the lakes, like fucking daily, weekendy. Like that's her life. That's her whole personality is a lake and a boat.
I think if I had that, I'd be president by now. I'd be so on top of my game if I had a lake house and a boat. Like everything would make sense.
Yeah, it would be like it'd be like the Avatar.
You took the words right out of
I
my
got
mouth.
you, girl. I got you.
Okay. Do you have any conspiracy theories you wanna share with me?
This can I mean, this sort of like ties to a lot. You know, the Skinwalker Ranch. I don't know if like
The lore,
yeah,
if you will.
literally lore. The Skinwalker lore. I have no research about how like Skinwalkers came to like existence or like what caused them, but I know it's really popular with like Native American.
Yeah, like urban legends.
Like white people got Bigfoot.
Yeah.
But and then we got a river monster.
That's so true. I'm from way up north, and
Yeah.
like we have Bigfoot statues like everywhere. People
So-
love Bigfoot. Like it's like we pray to Bigfoot,
Yeah.
but also we're scared of it.
Yeah,
It's like God.
it's respect. It's mutually
Don't
respected.
come for me. That was not blasphemy.
So you know how like Auburn, they decorate that one gold painting statue every Christmas. They put a Christmas hat on. Does your Bigfoot get a Christmas hat?
It does not. But I wish it did.
I'll figure out how to put up a ladder. I can do it.
All we have to do is manipulate our brains into having a God complex like a
Yeah.
narcissist,
Yeah,
and we can literally do whatever we want.
literally.
Back to Skinwalker.
So Skinwalker Ranch, it's on Hulu. I've only seen the first season. Like I'm not like deeply like going in on it because it is a TV show, but also it is a real place. So it's 510 acres of just land in Utah. And the land in Utah is bordering like a Native American tribe that once was so on the land. And that land for over like the past 200 years has seen like a bajillion UFO sightings, cow mutilations, basically like everything. There was a small town in that area, but the town never took off. Like it couldn't. Everything like that bad happened.
Weird.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So there was probably like, when there's something like that of that vast amount of energy and people believing in it,
Mm-hmm.
even if you don't like believe in ghosts or believe in certain things, I almost feel like people are manifesting
Mm-hmm.
like certain things to happen.
Yeah, especially if like people don't believe in stuff, like it's more than happened. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, that's weird. I don't know what did that, but I don't think it was that. They'll like make excuses for it. And I'm like,
Mhm.
okay.
They're trying to find like logical reasons.
Yeah.
It's sometimes you can't.
No, literally, sometimes you just be like, whatever. That's the reason why I got a cat, because sometimes like downstairs, like I'll hear weird noises, and I was like, nah, if it's just me and Ricky, I need a cat.
Yeah,
So I have a cat, and I blame her for everything that's like a little bit weird.
I support that.
Yeah,
I support that. Do you believe in ghosts?
yeah, 100%. I lived in a haunted house.
You didn't tell me that.
I know, it's trauma dump. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Wait,
Yeah.
that's so cool. Okay, wait, I have so many questions, but I want you to finish everything about the Skinwalkers first, and then I want to hear all about that because that's
Okay.
so cool.
Yeah. So Skinwalker Ranch is basically like this little like these people come in, they set up a whole bunch of cameras and they do experiments about like what's going on. They're like, "Oh, is the reason why like their camera equipment isn't working?" And they're wondering if it's the magnetic field like around the property. So they're all bringing out like metal detectors and shit, and everything's pretty much fine until they hit up this like hill. There's a hill on there, and of course it's Utah. Like there's not like it's kind of flat. So the hill is basically all rocks, and inside the rocks, I guess there's like metal and shit. So it's fucking up the cameras. So they're trying to like debunk a lot of things too. And then they also set up cameras because there's llamas and shit. And one of their llamas got like attacked. but they don't know by what, because like it's just like a little like literally a little like video of it happening.
What the
Yeah.
hell?
So while they were there, they found like a cow dead. Their llama was like attacked. Just in the matter of fact that like the little rocks area messes up their fucking cameras and everything. But they didn't see any like UFO sightings.
Yeah, it has to be something bigger than the llama,
Mm-hmm.
which is even
The
scarier.
llamas are pretty big.
They are. They're so big.
Yeah.
When I was still living at the ranch, like I remember seeing them in the alpacas for the first time, and I'm like, whoa, these are big. Like
Yeah.
people can ride them.
Yeah.
Like, and so that's really scary.
Llamas and alpacas are pretty similar.
Okay, you know the scariest thing about skinwalkers to me? The
What?
fact that it can imitate human voice.
Human voices, and also they can imitate like animals too.
Yeah. And I've heard some out in the woods when I lived on the ranch. You remember Wyatt?
Yeah.
Wadham. We went canoeing, and there's a video of this on my main YouTube channel, and we went canoeing at night, and we
Yeah.
got drunk in the boat, and we were canoeing on the pond.
Mm-hmm.
All around us were woods,
Mm-hmm.
and we know where because all the cows like to stay together, and we would shine our big strong
Yeah,
flashlight
and
at
cows are
them.
trying to sleep at night, like they're not active.
Exactly. And then we kept hearing echoes of our voices in the distance and hearing mooing in the distance, but the cows were on the other side of the pond.
Interesting.
It was really, really scary. And we kept seeing yellow eyes, but all the cows were on the opposite side.
I swear to God, I heard something.
What if it's a skinwalker?
Dude, you can't say the word, it'll pull up, dude.
Bro, where are the cows? Where are the cows? What the fuck is that? No, I see that. I think it shows up in the camera. Yeah, I don't know. I'm scared of skinwalkers.
Yeah.
Like, if I hear my voice and I'm not talking, what the hell?
Yeah.
What the hell? Like,
Yeah.
no, I'll running the other direction.
The unexplained is honestly terrifying because like
Uh.
your brain naturally wants to rationalize things and be like, oh, it's not this, it's not that, it's not that. But then when you can't rationalize it and like sit comfortably with the idea that it's something else, you're like, oh my God, there's other things out here.
You know how you're talking about like in the Skinwalker show on Hulu?
Yeah.
There, the Skinwalker Ranch.
Yeah.
They like there was reported UFO sightings and all that. So I have a UFO story.
Slay.
That's like pretty crazy.
Drop it.
All right. So
Drop
okay.
it.
I've told this on another podcast, but the podcast never made it to YouTube.
Dang, I never made it out.
Yeah, it never made it out. As you know, I'm from Humboldt County.
Yeah.
Now, Humboldt County, you know how there's like hundreds of miles of trees and forest.
Yeah. And also smells like weed.
And that's when I know I'm home. Good old marijuana. Basically, like Humboldt, there's a certain spot of Humboldt, and it's like connecting these 3 cities.
Mhm.
Now, in the middle of this triangle is all deep forest,
Mhm.
and we call this the Emerald Triangle. And you know how like the Illuminati meets in force, like in Northern California? There's this place called Bohemian Grove. Now, I believe it's in like the middle of California. I don't know. There's been all this footage coming out about Bohemian Grove, and there's this huge owl statue. Basically, it's said to be the place where the Illuminati meets once a year, and they have a party for, I think it's like 3 weeks straight. They
Mhm.
like party, and there's like said to be a lot of crazy stuff that happens. So it's pretty well known. And like they don't call themselves the Illuminati, obviously. They call themselves like the
Yeah, they're gonna have brunch on Saturdays.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They're gonna have brunch.
They're gonna have brunch with all the whitest and richest men
Yeah.
in the world.
Yeah,
right?
they're just having brunch in the
in
middle
the
of
woods.
nowhere.
So
Yeah.
it's fine. And it's like restricted areas, so no one's really allowed to go there. But people
Mhm.
have broken through that security and took all these videos and found, all these things about that. But connecting that to where I'm from, Humboldt County, it's very known that the Emerald Triangle has extremely weird energy.
Mhm.
Like people always see UFO sightings,
Yeah.
Bigfoot sightings,
Mhm.
missing people.
Dude, missing people are
Ugh.
like terrifying. Like the fact that we have so many missing people, it honestly is astonishing. Like it's
'Cause
kind of
like
it's unbelievable.
it's like where the do they
No,
go?
literally.
Where do they go?
It's just crazy. Yeah. I'm not gonna sidetrack.
No, it's crazy though that there can be that many missing people. It's just like because there has to be a reason for
Yeah.
all of them.
There's a reason why they're gone. Like there's no way that they just up and vanished.
Yeah.
And it kind of makes me like look at like the police and everything because like I watch like a lot of murder shows and like most of the cases are solved. Obviously not.
Yeah.
But the ones that are solved and the ones that aren't, like they just remain a cold case forever.
Where I'm from, like, people all also have seen like ghosts in the woods. I've personally seen a blue orb floating through the woods, supposed to be like a demon spirit, like a powerful demonic spirit, often seen in the woods.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. And while I saw this blue orb, so you go to this parking lot where I'm from in Eureka. I forget what it's called, but people always drive out to this parking lot to like hook up or like just do like some vile things.
You walk in there and you get pregnant. That's
Literally,
horrible.
I was there smoking with my friends, and I'm in there and like we're smoking weed and whatever. The radio's on. There's no service out there, so that also is a little bit scary.
Yeah.
Me and my friend, we see this blue orb in the woods. Radio goes static, and my window starts rolling down.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. And at first I was like, "Are you with me?" Like roll my window back up. Like, "Are you with me?" And he's like, and I literally saw him. His hands were like this, and I start screaming, and he just literally starts driving away. He was like, I could tell he was extremely scared too.
Yeah.
And we just drove away. I've never been back to that parking lot.
No, as you should, because like that. If I feel
I'm literally getting chills right now.
No, literally. Like if I feel something bad, I turn off my AC and I roll up my windows and I lock my car.
Yes.
Like even if like I'm just outside in like a parking lot, I'm like, turn off the AC. They can't get through my vents, and we'll just.
I definitely have a problem with like right when I get in my car, I'll lock my doors.
No, I do that too.
And I'll like look under my car in case anyone's under there trying to like slice my Achilles.
Dude, that's a new fear. I never thought about that.
New fear unlocked.
Oh, you're just passing me like generational trauma.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. No, it's okay.
we
I will
love
think about
trauma
that now.
around here, though.
No, we do. Trauma is just character building.
And I've always said that. Not only did I see this blue orb in the woods, it does not end there. A UFO almost crashed into my car. Now, when I tell people this, they have the same reaction as you. They're like, "Oh,
no,
I'm on crack." Like,
I'm not thinking of like a saucer, like a metal saucer. I'm literally thinking of like a giant ball.
Here's the best way to explain this. I was with my boyfriend at the time, and I think this was about 4 years ago. Now, we went to the beach because it was only like a 15-minute drive, 15-minute drive from where I lived in Humboldt County. Now, we're still in the Emerald Triangle here, right?
Yeah.
So you never know what could happen.
Yeah.
But we're driving at night. It's 10 p.m. We went to the beach. We're driving back. We're driving down this road that you go like 50, 55 miles per hour on. It's kind of like a back road. No one is on it. And it's like probably for like a stretch of 8 miles. And there's like the beach on this side.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
one of
on
those like
this
beach
side.
roads where it's like very like one lane,
Yes.
like a small.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're driving down this road. All of a sudden, I see this like, okay, the best way to explain it, it honestly kind of looked like this hat. So this object that was like circular, but it was silver. And at first, I thought it was a drone or someone I thought someone had thrown something and it was coming towards my car. And I thought it was about to hit me.
Yeah.
Like right where I was sitting when I was driving.
Yeah.
So I swerve off the road. And my boyfriend at the time saw it as well. And he was like, what is that? So I swerve off the road a little bit. And I'm thinking like, oh, someone must have thrown something. But no one, keep in mind, no one is around. We're in the middle of nowhere in a deadbeat town, And
it's always the small towns.
Always. So I see this thing and I swerve off the road. I look to my left out my window. And because I'm curious, I want to see like what this thing is, like what the fuck is going on. I look ever so slightly to my left. I see this thing go like this and go back up And at first I was like,
Like straight up, like all the way, like went away. Straight up.
yeah, like so fast. But I almost like, it felt like I made like, not eye contact with an alien, but I made eye contact with whatever this
Yeah.
object was.
Yeah.
And immediately we were like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then like this. We didn't talk about it.
Really?
We got home, had no memory of it. This is the craziest part. We had no memory of this for 2 weeks. And then on the same day, at the same time, my boyfriend and I called each other, and like the memory came back, and we both told each other the memory. And we were like, what the f- how the f- did we like
No, that's fucking
forget about
crazy.
this for 2 weeks? And at the same time, bro,
That's actually like that's crazy.
isn't that insane?
Yeah.
Because the only logical thing I can come up with is that was an alien and they mind wiped us for 2 weeks.
That's fucking crazy. They literally factory reset y'all.
Like an iPhone.
That's crazy.
Even like today, that's still one of my most craziest stories, and
Yeah.
I can't explain it.
Yeah. It's definitely one of those stories you had to be there. Like,
Yeah, because honestly, like telling it, it doesn't sound real. But like I'll call my ex-boyfriend right now. No, he
I
actually
believe you
doesn't
with
talk
it,
to
like-
me anymore. I'm blocked.
Damn.
He's the only one that blocked me. He was the only one that wasn't toxic. And he has a new girlfriend, so he blocked me out of respect, which I really do respect that.
Respect the respect.
But honestly, I feel like if I reached out to him and was like, yo, you should validate this story for me on the next podcast, I feel like he would.
You just have to create like a
Maybe.
fake account and be like, hey,
Yeah.
you know, it's Megan.
Yeah.
You remember that one time that we were like brainwiped for like 2 weeks?
No, literally.
Can you validate that actually happened?
Yeah, like,
No, I believe you. When I like hear like certain things, like I get chills, and like
Yeah.
to me that like that's validation.
yeah.
It's validation.
I go by that rule too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Like if I don't get chills, I'm like, cap.
Yeah, I'm like, that's not real. But if I get the goosebumps on my legs and like I feel it in my body.
Mine goes from like my feet all the way up my spine and like to my neck. It like goes.
Oh, you're a witch.
Like I do get validation, and then like I also like when I'm like telling someone that's like real shit, like about like paranormal and all that stuff, like my eyes will water, and it's not
Yeah.
like it's just so much like put out that it like I don't know how to explain it. It's always happened.
You get like emotional reactions from
Yeah.
your body. Like your
Yeah.
body's telling you like,
My body knows what's up.
yes. Yes. And honestly, that's a superpower. Cuz I
No,
feel
I
like,
kind of feel like it is. Like when I go to like certain places, I'm like, no, I don't want the vibes here, like at
Yeah.
all. Like my body tells me.
like the room at the
Yeah.
ranch.
Yeah.
That room is so
Yeah,
scary.
see, I just got chills just
No,
now.
no,
Like,
no, me
like
too.
on
I
my
have it-
arms,
Ye-
like from my thighs this time to my like shoulders,
My-
and like goes.
My eyes are watering. I hate that room so much, dude.
No, that room's terrifying.
It's so scary.
Do you want to hear the lore about Megan's ranch house
Oh.
in the back room?
Dude, the back room is even a scarier name for it. And honestly,
It's literally the back room.
it literally is the back room. Okay, I want you to walk me through what you felt in that back room
I
the
got
night
you.
of my party.
I got you. So I'm sober. I'm a DD. I cannot drink, and like I don't want to drink and drive down Megan's roads first off, because like
Yeah.
that would just be scary and irresponsible, and I do not condone that shit, especially in an area that I do not know. I'm back there. I'm setting up Megan's cake because Megan is going out and about. She's taking a little stroll. I'm getting the cake already. In this back room, it's literally like an old wooden shed kind of vibe. So it's all wood. There's just a fridge, and then I think like a stove, or,
Mhm.
right? Yeah. So stove and a fridge. I couldn't even find the fucking light switch. So I couldn't find the light switch. I'm like looking in the fridge. I'm like, okay, there's a cake, and then there's a whole bunch of other shit. But like, I'm here for the cake. I like look back, and there's just a dark hallway, and I'm not like afraid. Like, yeah, I don't f the dark, but like, it's the fact that like I felt like something's at the bottom, like the end of the hallway, staring back at me while I'm getting
Yes.
this fucking cake.
Dude, especially like, oh my god, I'm getting fucking chills in my face.
Yeah,
Looking back at that room is one thing. Like,
it feels really surreal.
it's so fucking scary. I don't even know how to explain.
Yeah, it was just fucked up. Like in the shelves, like obviously like it's old storage because there's like paint buckets and like I don't know, just like random shit
Yeah.
back there. And so I'm like, okay, I can't find the light. I got the cake. I'm like just staring back there. I'm like, I'm that bitch. Like I'm like, I got my eye on you. Like, I know you're there. You ain't gonna scare me. Like, I know you're there. So then I get the cake. We sing happy birthday. I don't tell Megan about the back room that it scares the shit out of me for like, I think like a month or two.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't tell you.
Yeah.
And then I finally told you, hey, just so you know, your back room's fucking terrifying. And then she comes up to me. She's like, yeah, so I feel the same way about that back room. Like, I feel the same way.
Yeah.
And you said that you found a photo. Like, I can't remember exactly, but you found a photo and it used to be like, what was it?
So it was an old tack room, like
Mhm.
like they have like in like old horse stables.
Mhm.
And I found out that I don't even know if I told you this. But okay, so what I told you was that used to be a tack room and they
Yeah.
would beat children in there.
Yeah, no, you told me that.
That's not even the worst part of it. A cult used to live on that ranch.
Oh, that.
Lizzie, I was living on a ranch where a cult used to
Yeah.
live. And they would like dress up children, like have these children in the cult.
Mhm.
So you know how it's like a small little town?
Yeah, no, it's a very small baby town. I feel
Oh,
like
yeah.
everyone knows everyone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And people like know the lore of that ranch. And you know how it's on Drive?
Yeah.
The cult was called Alpha Omega Ministry. Alpha Omega Ministry. Okay, this is actually crazy. The neighbor's house
Mhm.
that lives right by there
Yeah.
has basically like a secret room in their house. I believe it's behind like a dresser or something.
Oh, they got
And
the
it
Anne
goes
Frank
into
special.
a
No, I'm
cave.
just kidding. Yeah.
A cave.
What?
Yeah, and like Robert oh my god, I'm getting chills again. The Kennedys would go there and like party in this cave and stuff. Why the fuck were political, famous, possibly people in the Illuminati at my neighbor's house in a cave?
Partying that shit up.
Yeah.
That's wild. That's actually wild. There's so much lore.
The ranch got sold, I believe, yesterday. But if it hadn't, I would have loved to do like, well, I don't even know if I want to do
Do
this.
some
but
MVPs and like all that stuff.
yes, I've always wanted to ghost hunt.
Ghost hunting's cool and all, but I will bring my fucking crystals. I'm like such like a like. I need my crystals. I need my sage. I need like my incense. Like I need all this stuff. I need to feel like my vibe is my vibe.
I really believe in crystals because they come from the deep earth.
Yeah.
I feel like it's all connected in a way.
Okay. So also the thing about crystals, if you ever have a crystal and you lost it and you can't find it, you no longer need it. It served its purpose and it's gone.
I love that.
I had it was some orange crystal, and it's to help bring out like your confidence and like basically just like protect you too. So it's confidence, protection, and just like basically help raise your self-esteem. And then I don't know what the fuck happened to it. I had it for about 4 months, and I just got this necklace too. Like it was literally just a necklace. I had it for 4 months. I was fucking thriving. I was thriving. I took it off to go to bed. I woke up, it's not there. I had like a little nightstand and it was gone.
That's kind of creepy. But also, like, you exude confidence. So I fully believe that.
But
you
like
didn't
this
need that
was
anymore.
years ago.
Really?
Years ago. This was like 2019, like 2019, early February.
Do you think that's when, like, you got your... Because I feel like you have such confidence. And for good reason.
I still have like my like personal issues. But as long as you're confident and like, I don't know, like, I'm not going to say I have like low self-esteem, but there's some things I'm insecure of. Everyone has insecurities. And it's just more or less like what you let out and what you let in. Like, I don't really want to let people know my insecurities.
Absolutely.
Because I'm like, I don't know, I'm kind of like trauma hurt that if I let out like people knew my insecurities that I would like.
They'll like...
Yeah, I'd be
'cause then-
attacked. Like, it's too vulnerable
yeah.
for me.
Vulnerability can be beautiful. It can connect you with people. But also people can... take that vulnerability and take advantage of you and use it against you and use it to pick you apart in the ways they know it would hurt you.
Yeah.
And that's why being vulnerable is so fucking scary.
It's honestly terrifying.
It is. That's scary. Okay. I want to hear about how you grew up in a haunted house.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So I lived in this house in Auburn. This was like the first house that like my parents, like when my mom married my little brother's dad, my little brother's my half brother.
Okay.
So they got a house together back in like 2000, I want to say 2010. So in this house, it is the master is up a set of stairs. There's no door to go upstairs. That's just the master.
Okay.
And it has like a master bathroom, has like a big old closet. Down those stairs, that's your living room right here.
Okay.
Back here is your dining room.
Okay.
and then a kitchen.
All
And
right.
then these 2 back rooms. There is a bathroom right here, and then there's a room 1, room 2. Downstairs, there is a whole nother kitchen. It's basically what Ricky and I have now, a whole kitchen, a bedroom, a living room. When we moved in, it just had a kitchen and a living room. It had 2 decks.
Oh,
One upstairs, one
wow.
downstairs. It was nice.
Hell yeah.
Other than the fact that it's haunted. Every time you went downstairs, this is like, you know when you like see those posts and you're like, oh, you ever feel like someone's chasing you up those stairs? Something was fucking on my ass going up those stairs, going up and down those stairs. Something was always going up, up, down, up, down.
That's so scary. 'cause
Like, you would
could
feel-
feel it.
You could feel a gust of wind come up too. Like it wasn't like you're just walking down and you're like cool with it. No, you feel a gust of wind chasing you up.
Oh, hell no.
Mm-hmm. So they renovated that downstairs. That downstairs now has a bedroom and a kitchen and like the living room and like a dining room. It has all that. It's pretty open. It's an open concept. Like it's not like it's walled in.
Okay.
So every time that I would go down there to either get something, because that's at first it was the kids' room. Like we had a TV down there and the couch and everything. I would only go with my brother. I wouldn't want to go by myself because it just felt like something was heavily down there.
If those kind of things are there, that's territorial
Yeah.
over like where it claims. Because
Yeah.
you know, if it is there, it's probably been there for a long time,
Yes.
and it's going to be there
Yes.
for probably eternity.
My brother, me, and my younger brother. I have 2 brothers and me.
Okay.
There's some lore, some Lizzie lore.
I love Lizzie lore.
My little brother has night terrors. It's fucking terrifying.
That's no joke, dude.
I don't fuck with his night terrors. Like, they honestly scare the shit out of me.
Oh no,
I remember I'm upstairs in my mom's room, all laying on her fucking bed. He's on the bed with me sleeping. He points at his fucking crib, and he's like he's just looking at it, and he's like, "There's a skeleton there." I'm like, "What skeleton? There's nothing there." He's like, "There's a skeleton like sitting, looking at me there."
no.
And I'm like, "What the fuck do you mean?" Like, I'm like, "No, no, 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 no." He has terrifying night terrors.
That's so scary. I don't even know what I would do, Lizzie.
No,
I don't even know what I would do in that moment.
I literally didn't know what the fuck to do, so I just turned up the TV. Like, I was like, Colton, go back to sleep. Go back to sleep.
Night terrors are so fucking scary, especially because how old was he at that time?
I think he was like 2 or 3 or 4 in those areas.
and
Like, young.
Oh,
And when you're young, you're vulnerable to everything.
and that's what makes it more.
No, toddler,
oh,
children are
God.
fucking scary.
I'm honestly scared of having a kid because
Yeah, and it's all fucking staring at a wall like, what is this?
yeah,
no.
just like
We're moving.
yeah,
We're out. Pack your shit. Let's go.
yep, uh-huh.
Mhm.
I would never stay in a house, even if I had to sleep in my car.
Mhm.
I'm not staying in a house that's haunted.
Mhm.
Catch me
And
in my car.
outside. So the outside area has an old brewery. This brewery was around when Auburn first opened.
Oh my
That shit
gosh.
is old as fuck.
So it probably even took place with like the prohibition.
when my brother and I and my mom and like the dad were like looking at the house, we're like, oh yeah, let's go outside, let's go see like what's going on. We're in this brewery, we hear something walking around on the leaves. Yeah,
What the fuck?
we're like, maybe it's like the bird or something, maybe it's like the wind, you know. No, there was nothing out there. There was no wind, there was nothing. It just sounded like someone was fucking stomping out there.
No, dude,
And that's
so
when you're
scary.
that's when you're looking at the house. You're not even moved in, and that's already that comfortable.
That is really scary. For something to be that comfortable. Did you feel like it was like something demonic, like something evil?
I felt like it was something really dark. I don't
Okay.
know exactly what it was.
Yeah.
It just honestly terrified the shit out of me and my brother. My brother also had night terrors, and his
Oh my
terrors
God.
were something coming out of his bed and looking out at him while he was sleeping. And he was like, Lizzie, you were there for that. I was like, no, I wasn't. I wasn't there for that. I was in my room. I never slept in my room by myself. My brother and I had bunk beds, and we would have bunk beds because we could not sleep by ourselves.
Did you like tell your mom about it? Like, did she?
My
believe
mom
you?
believes it now. Then
Okay.
she didn't
Oh
at all.
my God.
Mm-hmm. And the reason why she believes it now, I'm just going to drop this lore at the end. Something did happen in that house.
No.
No, yeah. And we just now found this out last October.
Do you know what happened?
Yes. So, there was this rich fucking family.
Oh,
They-
it always starts with the rich family.
It's always a rich family. They had this son. This son had like alcohol problems, all this other. He murdered his whole family, burned down the brewery that's in my backyard. His house, the house was like, I think it was the little white house in Auburn. You know that one that like is over the bridge in Old Town?
Yes.
That was the house.
Oh.
He burned that down and the brewery and burned his mom, his dad, his little sister, and his little brother.
Oh,
I heard something fucking. I'm like, stop it! I'm dropping lore. Don't fuck with me like that. God.
Spirits leave. And you just found that out last October. Did your mom apologize to you? Was she like,
she's like,
oh my God?
She's like, that's why y'all were tripping. Yeah, that's why we were tripping.
Yeah, because there's probably multiple ghosts.
Ghosts, negative energy, residual energy.
Yes.
Like, it's not the vibe. It was not the vibe from day one down there.
Oh my God,
and
dude.
it just got worse and worse. Like, I always thought there was something in my closet. And, like, it's such, like, a little kid thing to think that there's something in your closet.
Yeah.
There was something in my closet. Like, I'm not even joking. I would never leave my closet open. And my closet would always magically just be halfway open.
Do you feel like you're a little bit on the more empath side of things versus other people? Like, do you feel like you can pick up
100%.
energy? I love that you saved that for the podcast because I'm genuinely like, I don't even know what to say.
Awestruck.
I'm.
It's a lot to take in. And I was at this house for about 4 or 5 years. And it was the same shit over and over and over. And it never got to the point where I was comfortable in that house being alone, being in the garage, being outside.
So Lizzie, you came up with this brilliant idea. So I'm gonna have you explain it because you came up with it.
The trauma hat?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So this is a hat. We put a whole bunch of ideas about trauma topics to talk about because if we just start ranting about trauma topics, it's just gonna go down a rabbit hole. We want to be direct.
Yes. You're so professional. You're so good, dude.
I got you.
All right.
Do you want to grab you?
No, you go.
This is your podcast.
This was your idea.
Yeah, that I'm sharing.
Okay.
You go first.
All right. I'm gonna do a little dramatic. All right. Let's see. Fake friends.
See, that's the one that I was like,
this.
That's the one that I was like, okay, it's kind of similar.
Okay, wait, I love this. Okay. Give me your take on fake friends. Give me your take on the fakest
Fake friends are friends that don't actually care about you. They're just there for themselves, and you are just a baggage.
Yes.
Just to elevate them. They're not there in your corner.
Yeah. It almost feels like they hate you.
Yes.
Like on the inside, and
Yes.
they want you to fail.
Yeah.
They like low key put you down in
They,
front
like,
of like
low-key
cute
wanna be
guys.
you.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Literally, they're like obsessed with you, but they hate you.
Yes.
And then they'll like kind of act like a pick me around cute guys, and you're like, why are you putting me down in front of these attractive men? You
Yeah.
little whore. You little fake little whore.
Okay, you can totally like bleep the shit off if you want to. So and the girl that like did me so wrong, they're friends now. They've been friends. Fake people attract fake people.
Oh my God.
Unfortunately.
So true. They're both in the trenches.
You know it's fucking crazy? So
What?
we're the same signs. We're both Libras.
Yes.
And I'm totally gonna like lore drop here. So we're both Libras. And the girls that are like the girl that I don't like is and Ali. They're both Geminis. That did you wrong, did me wrong.
Oh.
Gemini's Libra, Geminis.
Bro.
Yeah. Like we were close during like freshman year and the lonely freshman year.
Yeah.
8th grade, middle school, when I first got introduced into that group, she fucking hated me. Like it was just like it was really weird.
I feel like you always got to be suspicious about a girl who
Yes.
hates you at first.
Yes.
And they tell you like, "Oh my God, like I hated you. Like I didn't like you when we first met." It's like,
Yeah.
why?
No, when you told me that you thought I hated you when we first met, I was like, what?
I do. Okay, you know what it was though?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to be honest. And I wanted to say this in the last podcast.
Slay.
I was intimidated by you the first time we met because of how much confidence you exuded, and also that you were also I feel like we were just kind of the same. So
Mhm.
I and deep down I really wanted you to like me.
Yeah, I do.
I really wanted
No,
you to
I
like
liked you when I
me.
first met you. When I first met you, I liked you. And then it continued to develop like more. I'm like, oh yeah, no, she's a bad bitch.
Yeah.
Not only just first impressions, but getting to know you as a human is honestly amazing.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's really sweet of you. That's
Like,
super genuine.
Or
and
drop.
You're one of the most genuine people I've met out of Auburn.
Thank
Or
you.
I mean out of the world, but like
Thank you.
especially out of Auburn.
Appreciate you.
I appreciate
Mwah.
you.
Word drop.
Do you have a specific story?
Yes.
Okay,
Do
I
you have
would
a specific story.
I
about-
do,
'cause
I
you can
do.
story, you know?
Yes, let's
Little-
hear it.
So this girl, her and I have been friends like for like a hot minute, about like 2-3 years. It started like really rigid. It went back down to like being cool. Freshman year, we were super close because we were in the same friend group. We were
Okay.
both smoking weed. Like, this was my stoner era. I don't smoke weed anymore.
Right.
So, like, I was a totally different person. I mean, I'm still true to myself. I'm still, like, very honest. I'm still very, like, me. It's just more than I was in my I don't give a fuck era honesty, where it was very unfiltered.
Right.
Her and I were pretty cool. We smoked, like, we smoked together. I would go to her house a lot. Her mom was very fucking weird. Her mom is very weird. And I don't know if it's, like, just her culture or anything, but, like, her mom was very, like OCD about things. Very OCD.
Kind of crazy in a way.
Yes.
Okay.
Very crazy in a way.
Crazy moms kind of scare me.
Crazy moms are, like, fucked up. Fucked
Yeah.
up crazy moms, like, need to be jailed and, like, homed and, like sent away, locked up. So her and I were pretty cool. And then one day, this actually wasn't one day. This never makes plans. Like, she makes plans, and if someone else more, like, interesting or anything, she will drop these plans with you and go hang out with the other person.
Oh, hell no.
And this
Hell
is
no.
like, her and I had made these plans because I was living out in Concord, and I would visit Auburn to go, like, meet up with my friends and be like, yo, like, what's good? Like, I'm still alive. I'm just like, I'm sober. Like, I'm a square now. What do you want? So I'd meet up with her, and she would last minute be like, yeah, I can't come. Like, I feel sick or something. And then I'd see on someone's story that she's totally hanging out with someone else. Like, it wasn't even direct. Like,
What
just
a fake bitch.
no, literally, just tell me that you don't want to hang out.
Yeah.
You don't need to be like, I'm sick. My mom said no.
Yeah.
You're about to be 18. The fuck do you mean? Your mom said no.
That's just so f***ed up and shady to do,
Yes.
especially to lie. Like, the very least you could do is be honest.
Be honest.
And
Just be
if
like,
you're not
hey,
going to do
like,
that, then you need to go.
like, hey, I double booked myself today. I can't.
Yeah.
Sorry. Like,
Yeah.
That's what made me be like, no, like, I can't be friends with you anymore. Like, that hurt me. That I would literally take time to travel from down here by train. Like, I didn't have my license at the time. I got my license at 18.
Me too. I got mine at 17 and a half, and there's no shame.
Her mom would gossip like a teenager. Like, gossip like a teenager. This is like a 50-year-old woman.
Ew.
Yes.
Ew.
She knew everyone that she was hanging out with, all the lore, like, literally, it was just fucking crazy. And then, like, at the same time, like, I don't know, it was just such a shit show over there that I don't even know where to start because it's just crazy. The last time that her and I hung out, we went to a rave together. I didn't have a job at the time. So my mom offered to pay for my rave ticket, and Lily was like, no, I got you. I'll pay for your rave ticket.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, okay, like, this is my treat. Like, she's like, yeah, like, don't worry about it. Like, I got you. A week later, I picked her up. My mom, I didn't drive at the time. Like, my mom picked her up. She's just in her house debating about doing her makeup. I told her, hey, we're going to pick you up at, like, about 5:30 because I want to be there at 6. I want to see the first set.
Yeah.
I want to be there and experience everything. I don't want to be, like, an hour late, 2 hours late. No.
Yeah, because then that's a waste of a ticket.
Yes. So I get there. She's not ready. She's doing her makeup or attempting to do her makeup.
Oh, I'd start swinging.
Yes. And I'm like, I'm not driving, but my mom is. Like, my mom took time out of her day to drive. So I was like, that's just disrespectful.
Yeah.
It was really disrespectful. And then on top of that, she's like, I think I need to eat before I go. She microwaves a fucking burrito. She could have ate it in the car. She's eating it at her house on the fucking, like, table.
What the fuck?
We don't get there till about 7.
Oh my god,
So I'm an hour late. And then this bitch wants me to pay for my ticket.
What?
Yes. Yeah, after she said, no, I got you. Don't worry about it. I'm like, my mom literally was there when she was like, Lizzie, I can just buy your ticket. And I was like, no, it's okay. Like, Lily said she got me. Like, I don't want to trouble you.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy because
Over, like, a $30 ticket. Like, my mom
What?
could have paid for that shit. Like,
yeah.
come on.
Oh my god.
Don't tell me you got me if you don't actually got me. Like, and then if you do got me, tell me that I need to fucking pay you back right then and there. Don't tell me a week or two later. So I never responded to her and I ghosted her.
Good for you. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. I'm proud of you.
She was
it's
like,
hard to do that.
She was like, can you just pay me? And I was like, yeah, I'm sending it right to you. What's your Venmo? She sent it and I just left her open and blocked.
Good.
Yeah.
As you fucking should. Honestly, you should have charged her for the emotional trauma that.
No, literally.
It's
honestly just, like, a lot of trauma of her, like, being a shitty friend.
That's horrible because then you carry that trauma with you in other friendships.
Yes.
And it's hard to get past that.
Yeah.
I feel like we'll probably finish the rest of the trauma hat next episode just because these are good.
Yeah.
But no, That's horrible.
Yeah.
That's horrible. And that is a fake ass fucking little bitch. And I'm not surprised. Is that the one that friends with now?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. They sound like two peas in a pod.
And she's also like, she has spiritual psychosis. You know what that is? I'm not dissing that like this isn't real or anything, but when you think that you don't need to go to the doctors because you like have something fucked up with you and you're doing like herbal things like smoking weed, like, oh, my lungs don't feel good, let me just smoke some weed. Let me just like cure myself. I have the power to cure myself. She has that.
Oh no.
Spiritual psychosis is literally a mental disorder.
Oh no.
Because all her life she's been told, oh yeah, I know you're like this great generational seed. Da, 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 da. She literally thinks that she's a psychic.
Oh my god.
Yes.
That's like main character syndrome. It's so much worse. That's horrible. She thinks she's God.
She thinks
That's
she has a god
blasphemy.
She has a god complex.
Oh, that's horrible. Oh god. I was about to say she sounds like a narcissist.
She is.
And she sounds like she put herself over you in every regard and didn't care about other people's feelings. Sounds like she had low
She's
empathy.
canceled on like yes. Anytime that you talk about like, hey, like yeah, I'm like my day's not going. I never rant her about anything ever. Never. Like I should have realized that if I feel like I can't like talk about my problems, I probably shouldn't be friends with them.
Yes. That's crazy that we both experienced, like we both have experiences like attracting these narcissistic girls who we became like best friends with, and then we didn't pick up all these signs until it's too late and they fuck us over. And I love talking about it because other people out there need to recognize those signs so that they don't get fucked with, because like you and me, we have a lot of empathy.
Yeah.
And that's what makes us so vulnerable and makes it so people want to fuck with us because they think they can.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they can. And they take advantage. And I'm really proud of you for ghosting her, because honestly, it takes a lot of balls to
I just honestly could not have the conversation with her for her to understand, so I just was like, it's a waste of fucking time. Like there's no way I can be like, yeah, like why the fuck would you do this? Like I'm not gonna go back and forth with her and like put that like on blast over it. I'm just gonna like ghost and just disappear and like let her do her fucking thing. And like I knew I was in the right because everything in her life went bad.
Dude, that's when you know.
That's when you know.
Dude. And look at them. If they're hanging out together, you know they're both doing horrible. I'll wrap it up with the little fake friend story real quick. I guess I just wanted to relate. He sounds a lot like this girl I was best friends with in high school. Her name was Campbell. She is a narcissist. She would say that she was a narcissist. She would always look at herself in the mirror. She would always put herself over everyone, not care about things.
Yeah.
Never would want to listen to anything. And like I would cry over things, and I noticed she would never cry or like anything. Long story short, she got white girl wasted at this bonfire, and I was like, okay, come to my house, I'll take care of you, like everything's fine. We get to my house, she shits on my sidewalk.
Slay.
She shits on my sidewalk.
She don't let shit bother her.
No, literally. But she owned it though, and I took care of her still. I made her a bed on the floor. Like a week later, after like I took care of her from this party, her, me, and then our best friend Sippy, and then my like who I thought was the love of my life at this point. His name was and then we had Brandon. The 5 of us went on this trip to Reading, so it was 3 hours away from Humboldt.
Yeah.
And you know, I never go to Reading. And like, so we go to visit our friend Tristan and a party for the weekend, basically. We're literally just there to party, my junior year of high school. Long story short, right when we got there, Campbell and Sippy, the girls, my girl best friends, they went in another room and took a nap because they were really tired from all the driving and everything, which was totally fine. And I got really drunk with like 4 guys in a kitchen, which I was like 17 and they were all 20. Shouldn't have been happening anyways. And I didn't take dabs at that point ever. And I will not take a dab if I'm drunk because it will send me into the dizziest spins ever. And it's horrible.
That's why I can't get crossed. That's exactly why.
Me neither. And I love weed, and I can't do it.
It's either one or the other.
Yes, I have to pick.
I have to plan my night.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like an itinerary. Like it's gonna
Yes.
be weed or it's gonna be alcohol. I gotta pick one. And I got really, really wasted. And they ended up basically, and I had took a dab for the first time the day before that. And then I told them all that it was the worst experience ever. I never wanted to dab again.
Mm-hmm.
They basically pressured me into taking 3 huge dabs after I was fucking wasted in this kitchen. And they're like laughing at me. Like honestly, it's kind of
Dude, that's fucking
kinda dark.
traumatic.
Honestly, it's pretty dark. And then I'm like very dizzy, and whenever I need to throw up, I don't want to bother people, but I
Yeah.
also have anxiety and I don't want to be alone. But I open the sliding glass door to the backyard,
Uh-huh.
and it's kind of like an open backyard. Like
Yeah.
people could come through the backyard, but it's small. There's sharp rocks like over here, and then there's concrete right here.
Mm-hmm.
I lay down on the concrete because I just feel so awful, like I'm gonna throw up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to burden anyone though. And then Campbell wakes up
Mm-hmm.
and comes outside, and I'm on the floor. I have alcohol poisoning.
Mm-hmm.
Like I needed help, and I was saying I have videos of this too.
Yeah.
And in the videos I'm saying help,
Mhm.
please. And Campbell's recording me and laughing at me.
That's cool.
No.
Yeah.
I really don't with people that record when like someone's either greening out, throwing up. Like it's
Yeah.
just it's so up.
It feels so violating. It's like
Like that's
It
their
feels
lowest
nasty.
point that night.
yeah.
I mean, that we know of.
And
But like,
no, literally.
Like-
And you want to know the craziest part? I'm like, please, guys, please don't leave without me. Because like we're at a random. It's not my friend's house. We're meeting my friend there, so
Mhm.
it's a random person's house.
yeah,
right?
it's your friend's house.
Yes,
You don't know that.
exactly.
You're not linked with that tree. That tree is like linked with someone else.
Exactly. I wake up at 5 a.m. So like 2 hours later,
Mhm.
no one's there. No one left a note. No one left me a text. They all left me there. I wake up on sharp rocks, bloody legs, bloody nose because it's redding in the summer. No one is in the whole entire house. They all left me there. My best friend left me to die. By the way, I was on my back. I could have choked and died
Yeah.
so easily. I had alcohol poisoning. I was throwing up, laying down. And I think this played into my abandonment issues, but I
Mhm.
woke up, there was no one there, and I lost it. I was walking around like I felt really, really sick,
Mhm.
but I was just sobbing. I couldn't believe, like
Yeah.
I couldn't wrap my head around that people would actually leave me
Yeah.
in that situation. And that has definitely affected me to where like if I think someone leaves me at a party, like I freak the fuck out.
Yeah.
But yeah. But that's my fakest friend right there.
Yeah.
But anyways, we're on to bigger and better things.
Slay as we should be.
Slay. And on the next one, we're gonna dive more into this hack because we have a lot
Mhm,
more things to
mhm.
talk about.
More trauma.
More trauma.
More trauma lore.
More trauma lore. And
More
if-
clickbait.
if you're not- no, literally. All right, and shout out Phil, shout out Pod Dogs, shout out Lizzie. Lizzie, thank you so much. You took time out of your day to come here, and
Thank you for having me here.
you're amazing. I love having you. I'm probably gonna have you back again. I'm gonna steal you a lot more if that's okay.
I'm totally down for it. Like I love
Hell yeah.
this. This is like
Is it like therapy?
no, it really is.
All right, this has been Your Friends Podcast, and y'all have a great rest of your day. And Lizzie and I love you. And yeah, y'all have a great day. Bye, everyone.
Bye, y'all.
Have a great day. We out, bitch.